Hey, what's up? Joe in Vegas here. Bad news, my channel's going to be shut down again, Joe in Vegas, so I'm probably going to have to move to a new channel, so I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but the concerts go on and I'm going to keep doing reviews and I'm not even sure where this one will be uploaded yet. I'm probably going to end up starting a new channel just for reviews, so if you found this, then this is probably the new channel. Um, I went to see the Foo Fighters the other night in Vegas last night. They're doing two shows at the new Dolby Theater, which is the old Park Theater, Park MGM, which is the old Monte Carlo. Um, this review is going to be about the Foo Fighters, but I also wanted to throw a little review in of the Dolby Live Theater there. Starting with the Foo Fighters, they are fantastic. This is probably the sixth time I've seen them, seventh time I've seen them. They tour a lot. They've always toured a lot. They're an unbelievable live band, probably one of the best live bands out there. Dave Grohl, I've always said, is the messiah of rock and roll. He really is. If you take Dave Grohl out of the picture, there's not that many rock guys. It's weird because he still feels like he's a newer guy for some weird reason in my head. Like he's still very current in the rock scene, whatever's left of it. He's like the leader of the rock scene, which whatever's left of it. But this is their 26th years as Foo Fighters, and take 5-10 years before that with Nirvana. So the guy is just the savior of rock and roll. He is out there doing rock documentaries. He's got probably the biggest rock band now out there, uh, with current albums coming out. He's in all these other little bands, all these other little projects. He's very active on social media. He's very current. He's very topical, and he's great. And his attitude is great. And he's a pleasure to watch. He's just such a down to earth, nice guy. He's a very likable guy. He's a very relatable guy, and there's something special about Dave Grohl. It's really interesting because I remember back in the day as a Nirvana fan, he was just a nerd. He was like this weird looking guy. He was kind of quiet. It's just strange. It's really strange how life works out, and Dave Grohl is fantastic. And when it comes to live shows, he gives you everything you want. He gives you all the hits. He gives you all the weird stuff. They did a Bee Gees cover. I know he's did a Bee Gees album this year. He's constantly creating. He's constantly doing stuff. This show in particular, the only criticism I can probably give Dave Grohl is over the years, it feels like the show is pretty much the same. Don't get me wrong, it's incredible. It's really like an incredible show, but he does the same shtick every time where Taylor Hawkins comes out and Dave goes back to the drums and they do a Queen song usually, or sometimes two Queen songs. You could tell they're loving it. You could tell them they're having a great time, but it's kind of definitely the same thing. He does the same bit, which I love. I don't want to sound critical, where he always does this shit at the end of the show, where he's like, "Okay, everybody, here's the deal. I can kind of walk off stage and give you some bullshit, like we're leaving for the night without paying our biggest hits." And like you all cheer, and then we come out from some bullshit encore that was prearranged, or we could just stay and play one extra song instead of losing 2 or 3 minutes to go pretend like we're leaving without playing our biggest hits. I love that. He's always done that. It's always made me smile. It's a long show. I'll go through the set list real quickly. He started with Bridge Burning, which I haven't done in a long time. Run, great song. Making a Fire, The Pretender, which is live. It's incredible. Learn to Fly is just always been a good song. No Son of Mine is one of their newer ones, also good. Sky is a Neighborhood, probably in my opinion, their most underrated song. I love that song. When it came out, I was like, what is this shit? And the more I listened to it, I started to realize how good of a song it is. Great. Shame, Shame, one of their newer ones. Breakout, which is an old one. My Hero, which was, he slowed it down, and it was great. It was really good. I like that one. These Days, killer song. Walk, awesome, just fucking awesome. They did a guitar solo, Highway to Hell. They did a bunch of little during the band introductions. They did a bunch of stuff. Did the switch with Taylor. Taylor came out, did Some Other Love by Queen. All My Life, awesome. La Di Da, awesome. This Is a Call, awesome. Then they did this. I think they call it what they call DGs, like David Grohl. Instead of BGs, they did an album, I think during COVID. They did You Should Be Dancing, which was fun. They put out a big disco ball. It was cool. Times Like These, oof, so fucking good. Uh, so good. Aurora, Best of You, which is God, one of the best. One of the best. Their best song probably. Did Monkey Wrench, and then he did Everlong, and just closed it out. It was great. It's just a great show. It's a great show. If you've never seen them, go run and see them. They're awesome. Go see them. That's my opinion. I wanted to get into the Dolby Theater, so I've been going to. I was there opening night years ago when Stevie Nicks played. I've been probably seen 10 or 20 shows there. I've always hated this place. I always have. It's very wide. So I wanted to do a review. So maybe if you're listening to this and you're thinking of going to a show there, I'll give you some suggestions. You're better off in the middle. Where even if it's higher up, if you're in the middle of this venue facing towards the middle, you're going to have a better time than if you buy tickets off to the side. There's a weird curvature to the stage that if you're too far to the right or you're too far to the left, excuse me, you can't see that well. There's also these speakers that they have to the right and to the left that are in a little bit. I don't know why. I guess probably because the stage is so wide. The bands have to be closer to their speaker. So if you're off to the right, not only the speaker's blocked, but you're really off to the right. And they started a couple of years ago. They started taking out seats on the floor for general admission shows. They did this for Foo Fighters, and I got to tell you, it sucked. It's when you build a venue and you know you're going to have general admission, you got to put a little bit of an incline on the cement, on the foundation. I don't think they ever had plans to do any general admission, or maybe architecturally they just couldn't do an incline. So it's as flat as can be. And when they take the seat, when the seats are in there, there's an incline. When the seats are out, there's no incline. So when you're there for general admission, you are flat. Meaning if anybody is your height or taller in front of you, you cannot see. You are looking at the back of someone's head. If there's anybody tall, and there's tall people out there, and I feel bad for those guys when there's general admission, but there were a lot of fights. Now, they also oversold that floor because that floor was packed. It was so packed. And during COVID, being around that many people, there's a lot of tempers. There were probably 5 or 6 or 7 fights that we saw before the show even started. There are also people have become assholes. They're really assholes. And there were a lot of people, and I get where they're coming from because it was so flat. If you're with your girlfriend or even you're a guy and you're short, your girl can't see anything or you can't see anything. And guys want to be chivalrous, and they spent a lot of money, and it wasn't a cheap show. And they want their girls to see. They want to see. So people start pushing forward. Even if they come late, I saw many people pushing through the crowd. They get a little drunk. They get a little ballsy, and I hear them whispering to their girls, just don't say anything, keep going, keep going, excuse me, and they start pushing through the crowd, and they end up right in front of you, right in front of your face. Or I saw to the right of me, they did it to this girl who, she was so upset, they ruined her show, because 3 or 4 songs in, this fucking couple who are assholes and drunk just snuck in and popped in front of her and just ruined her show. She couldn't see anything. It was terrible. So I don't suggest general admission shows. As much as you want to be close to the band, you're better off spending a little more and getting seats. Trust me on this. I'm telling you, I go to a lot of shows. I was really upset with my general admission. If there are seats in a seated show and you're going to see Gaga and stuff, my suggestion, just get something in the center. The right or left, you're going to be a little disappointed. I keep yawning. I'm sorry. I just woke up doing these shows. I don't know how well they're going to do going forward. There's a Sphere thing that's opening up. I think they're going to start losing a lot of their bigger acts to these newer venues that are opening up, but time will tell. That's pretty much my review. I'm a little flustered with my channel going down. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with this review or any of the new reviews or what I'm doing, but that's what's going on. Hopefully I will see you at the next show. Bye-bye.